March Madness is in full swing. And the greatest one of the great broadcasters of all time was, I think, working one of the games here or there. Maybe this was even the NIT, I suppose. I don't even know. Some sort of college basketball game. Because Bill Walton has been exiled from the NBA, even though I could not get enough of Bill Walton, and he's never coming back anytime too soon because Jeff Van Gundy now has the I'm the little lunatic role. You know?
He's doing it well.
No, he does. He does. I actually really like Jeff Van Gundy a lot. But can you imagine Van Gundy and Bill Walton together? Talk about a fucking dream team, baby. That'd be like Magic and Larry playing on the goddamn 92 Olympics,
I never stopped watching. I never stopped.
But anyway, Roy.
Yeah.
In the late 60s, early 70s, Bill Walton was the greatest player in college basketball, bar none. He played for UCLA. And he played for the very buttoned-up John Wooden, who was a conservative guy, but a nice guy and this and that. You would think that, a player, even though during those times America was off the rails, most of the athletes weren't. Jerry West, look at him. He still had the crew cut. Right. A lot of athletes were buttoned down. Not Bill Walton. He was a hippie. He even got arrested protesting the Vietnam War as a college student. And yes, as Pepper pointed out, believed in the natural earth and believing in smoking the natural herb.
He went to go see the Dead in Egypt.
Toured with the Grateful Dead, right. Yeah. Oh, and in fact, during the Grateful Dead video of Touch of Grey, I will get by, the Skeleton's wearing a Boston Celtics jacket because at that point, Walton was on the Celtics and he had given it to Jerry Garcia.
Amazing.
So that was like a little homage.
Bill Walton's the man.
So keeping all of that in mind, let's listen to Bill Walton close out this game. This is one of the great clips you'll ever hear in your entire life of broadcasting.
At noon, East Carolina, SMU, then it's Memphis and Temple.
So while you are here glorifying hate, glorifying dirty play, glorifying flagrant fouls, and selfish individual play, I'm going to celebrate the birthdays of peace and love with Jack Kerouac, Liza Minnelli, and James Taylor, who have all been big-time headline performers right here in Las Vegas, the peaceful, relaxing meadows in the heart of the Mojave Desert.
Sports Center's up next here on ESPN.
Have you ever been to a volcano when it was erupting?
That's amazing.
Why doesn't he announce everything?
We might have to listen to that 3 more times.
Oh, my God.
Like, okay. I have to hear it again. No, wait. Let's talk about it for a second.
Yeah, he's no Okie from Muskogee. That guy
That poor fucking guy who was working with him wouldn't even acknowledge this fucking crazy old redhead.
Why wouldn't you talk to him about it?
The guy didn't even say, okay, good job on the Liza Minnelli and Jack. Bill Walton's the only sports broadcaster who could combine Jack Kerouac, Liza Minnelli, and fucking James Taylor in the same sentence. Just for starters, somehow Las Vegas has become the peaceful Mojave Desert instead of the Sin City. And then when the guy tries to go to a Sports Center update, totally disregarding this fucking acid flashback that Walton's clearly having in front of us, he says, have you ever seen a volcano erupt?
I thought he was going to say, have you ever seen a grown man naked?
Have you ever seen a grown man naked?
You ever been to a Turkish prison?
That was stream of conscious brilliance. That should be a fucking prose poem in and of itself.
But does he start the whole thing off with shitting on the guy?
Saying
you're promoting...
Yeah, he was basically attacking him.
Right. That was the coolest part, too, was that I don't know what that fucking poor announcer said, but Bill Walton was claws out saying, you're fucking glorifying individual play.
Sounds like he was talking about Hitler right before this.
Yeah.
It's insane. Want to hear a Tom Coughlin story?
Yeah, bring it. Bring the thunder.
So this is a quote from Tom Coughlin. 2 weeks ago, I'm trying to get to a roller hockey game that my grandson's playing in.
Wait, hold on. What? Is this going to be as crazy as Bill Walton?
This just got hot.
2 weeks ago, what?
2 weeks ago, I'm trying to get to a roller hockey game that my grandson is playing in.
He's playing a roller hockey
His
game.
grandson's playing a roller. So Mark Ross, the Giants' director of college scouting, had showed me how to talk to this phone, Coughlin said.
You mean the iPhone?
I like where this is going.
I don't trust the lady in the GPS.
And that is why Giants are going to win Super Bowl 50.
That's how
when your football coach don't know the lady in the GPS, he's thinking about one thing. What's happening on the goddamn field?
He probably doesn't trust it because it's a woman telling him.
Fucking lady in the GPS.
It's the lady in the GPS.
Yes, there's an actual little fairy who's been shrunk.
And she tells you how to get places.
She's living in your, hello, coach. Take a right on the Belt Parkway. Then hit the New Jersey Turnpike South. Look for exit 14. And then get off but don't go too far, and you'll be in Jersey City and not Park Ridge. And the lady in the iPhone. It's like a fucking M. Night Shyamalan movie over there. The lady in the iPhone. Sting that, Shafe.
Did anyone see that movie that you're referencing? Did anyone? Did you see it?
That was so deep.